welcome to my YouTube channel today. So today we'll be discussing about PhD scholarship, PhD admission procedure, how to come into Poland through PhD. But first of all, I'd like to put it forward that I'll be basing all of my information on Poland and Wroclaw University of Science and Technology. I'm more familiar with this process. But I know that the process are the same almost throughout Europe. Most of the PhD admission, study is actually tuition free across Europe, I guess. I'm not so sure. I know for Czech it's true. I know for Germany it's also true. And in Poland, at least I know that in Poland it's quite true. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. So welcome back. So like I said, that we'll be discussing about PhD processes today, and we'll be sticking to Wroclaw University of Science and Technology. So one of the first things you want to look into is the deadline for applying for your PhD. There's always a date, there's always a deadline, and for this specific school, the deadline is between May 15th, that's next month, May 15th to June 12th. May 15th to June 12th. Somewhere in between the video, I'll be putting out a demo so that you can see how the page look, where you can get all the information you need. Remember, this channel is for you to be able to do all of these processes by yourself. So the deadline, like I said, is May 15 to June 12th, but there are some things you need to do before the deadline. And one of those things is that you want to reach out to your potential supervisor. Like I said, that I will be showing a little demo. So on the doctorate school webpage of this university, there's a place where you can see potential supervisors. So if you have something you want to work on in mind, if you have something you started in your master's degree and you want to continue, this is the best place where you can see, all the professors that are in charge, potential supervisors, the topic they are looking into, if they are open. If you have a different topic, you might still write them an email if they are open to supervising you on those new topic. So you will see on this page, you'll be able to see the potential supervisors, you'll be able to see the email address on how to reach them, and then you have to actually obtain a consent from them. You must be able to obtain a consent from them because you will need this consent by the time you're making your application between May and June. So those are the first thing you want to do. Also note that when you are applying for PhD, there is always an application fee, which is about 45 euros. Like I said, all of this information are based on this university in Poland. It's 45 euros, which is about 210 zloty for you to make your application. And also, I would also like to note that after applying for your PhD, since the PhD is tuition free, you can also apply for scholarships. And there are different types of scholarship for the school. The school has a specific scholarship, which is like they pay students, PhD candidate, they pay them about 4,400 gross before their midterm evaluation. For those who are familiar with PhD process, there's a before midterm evaluation, there's after midterm evaluation. So before midterm evaluation, they pay them about 4,400 zloty gross, which is about 3,900 net. And then after midterm evaluation, they pay them 5,490 gross, which is about 4,800 plus zloty net. And the good part about this scholarship that the school will give you is that by yourself you can also apply for additional scholarship. You can apply to the Ministry of Education. They usually fund like young scientists and the rest, so you can always apply for this. So like I said, I'll be showing a demo on how to go through all of the processes, where to get the potential supervisors, what documents you need. And also when it comes to visa and immigration for a PhD candidate, once you are able to secure a scholarship, that if you secure a scholarship, you don't have to also for date like every other person. You just need to write to the embassy that you're a scholarship recipient. You would attach a confirmation of the scholarship to the email you're sending to the embassy, and the embassy will give you a date. You don't have to also like every other person. But this is different from you just getting into PhD, which is tuition free. You won't be able to get dates freely. You have to actually start looking for dates because the embassy to get a date is a big as soon right now. But if you get a scholarship, they will be able to give you a date. I think basically that's all there is. Of course, there will be a time where you will receive an email for interviews. Their recruitment committee will call you for interview based on the topic you want to work on, ask you questions. I mean, anybody that is potentially looking forward to applying for PhD would know all of this by now. So, but the key information is that for any country you're from, no matter your country of origin, doing your PhD in Poland in Wrocław University of Science and Technology is tuition free. It is tuition free, and all of those courses are in English language. The courses you want to dive into, they are in English language. Nobody is expecting you to come as a foreigner and do your PhD in Polish language, so it's in English language. So I think basically that's the whole information. um Okay, so basically, the first thing you want to do is to Google doctoral school, Wrocław University of Technology. That's the first thing you want to do. And then it will take you straight to their page where you'll be able to see the web page of the university. So you'll be able to click on the web page of the university directly into the doctoral school, and then you'll be able to see information through for candidates where you see the admission procedure. As you can see, the deadline is written from May 15 to June, and all the information you need, how you can choose your potential supervisors, how your result is being calculated. This is the one I just highlighted, where your result can be calculated, and also, where you can see all the dates in details, what happens when, like all the deadline, when you'll be invited for interview, when the results will be out. It's also written there. And also you'll be able to see that there is a scholarship that is funded directly by the university, and also all the detailed information about everything that happens during the date. And also this is an additional funding for research projects for those who are just having the sponsorship for research. And also you can go back to the for candidates to see how to choose supervisors. There are 10 rules on how to choose potential supervisors. There's a database for potential supervisors. You can check if you already know the name of somebody you'd like to work with. You can filter by it. You can filter by your scientific discipline. You can filter by the department you were in. And these are the lists of professors and doctors that can supervise your project, and can also give you like letter of consent that you will eventually use when it's time for admission, basically. So let's also go to the application documents. Some of the documents you need, like CV, like your diploma, like CGPA, and how all of these things are calculated also, because they need to also be calculated based on policy standard. And then statement from a potential supervisor. Like I said, I was mentioning this document. Without this document, you will not be able to make application. And yeah, also how CGPA is being calculated when it comes to Polish law, and based on this university also, there's 5.5, there's 5, there's 4 plus, and the rest. So let's also move to some other parts of the for candidates information. You have visa and immigration, like I talked about it. If you're not a member of the EU, you need to apply for your visa. You need to apply for your visa and apply for it in time. You need to apply for it in time. um you need to apply for it in time. And also the recruitment rules. They have rules for recruitment. You can find the information in the here. So they have rules, and then also tuition fee, like we talked about in not so long, that tuition is free for any country of origin you're from. So you can potentially do your tuition for free. Recruitment fee, about 45 euros, which is about 210 zloty. You need to pay your recruitment fee before you are being accepted into the program. And also there will be interviews by recruitment committees, like I said in the past. Also, there's a recruitment limit. The OPHD, the access for a year is about 200. So if you can search by your own department, you'll be able to see how many is acceptable.
in your department and all of those. So those are the basic information when it comes to, this PhD program. And also, we talked about the part of the scholarship, where we said the school is funding the scholarship. I mentioned all the amounts involved, and I also mentioned that you can also apply for the Ministry of Education and Science scholarship also as part of the additional scholarship to the one.
I would also on their webpage also there are templates for candidates that have been recruited, so you can always see what type of template of documents to send to them. And there are also some frequently asked questions about general questions about PhD, about do I need a supervisor to be admitted to the doctoral school? Yes, you do, because according to the recruitment you must submit a confirmation. Like I said, I said it earlier, that you must submit a confirmation from this supervisor before you are able to obtain before you're able to register for your admission. Also, other people are asking if they need to open a poly bank account to receive scholarship. Oh, definitely you need to do that, because this is where they will always pay your scholarship to monthly, like a stipend. This is where they will pay you to. Also, somebody is asking about health insurance. Yes, you need to obtain your health insurance before you come into Poland. This is the process that you need to do by the time you go to the embassy. The embassy will not be asking you for a proof of fund if you get a scholarship, but if you don't get a scholarship and you're just coming based on tuition free, they will ask you to show how you want to take care of yourself for those period, maybe at least for 1 year. They would ask you how you plan to foot your own bills, pay your rent and the rest. And also to know that for PhD candidate, for master's and bachelor's degree, Poland doesn't really allow you to come with family or dependents or the rest, but for PhD they do allow. If you can show probably funding that I'm able to feed my family even if I bring them in, and the type of dormitory or apartment that the school gives to them is actually like a family person, because they believe that PhD students are more advanced students. So basically that's all I have. I will fix in the demo somewhere in the video, and see you next time.